Hello YouTube. I'm back. My energy videos. This is long overdue, an energy video from me, but I gotta say it's probably been well worth the wait for me anyways. Hopefully it is for you too. I got something interesting to show you. First of all, basically just explain my setup here. I have a 12 volt cordless drill basically as my prime mover. It's driving the shaft of this wheel, and it's my wheel setup, 2 wheels, right? There's 24 magnets. There's 12 positions, 24 magnets on each wheel, so that's 48 magnets. Excuse me, I just had supper and I have the hiccups. I have a generator coil here on the wheel situated between the magnets. Like in a previous video, I drove it with a Bedini that way. But basically I have the drill circuit here just set up in a normal way. I have 2 leads coming out of the drill. I drilled a hole there and have a couple wires coming out. Basically, one goes to a switch. This is the switch, and it continues on here to my battery. That's the positive terminal. There's the negative terminal, and I have a lead from this meter here, right? So the black lead is here on the negative terminal, and the red positive lead comes back into the drill. So obviously I'm measuring the amp draw here, right? We have 12 volts here, right? This is a 57 amp hour 12 volt deep cycle battery. It right now it's sitting at about 12.45. You'll have to take my word on that. So I'm measuring the amp draw of the drill here. Then from my generator coil, right, between the magnets, basically the leads come up here, right? One comes over here to this lead. The other goes through a switch, right? And the switch is off, right now. So we're going to start it with it off. The other lead comes here. Then they come down into a bridge rectifier. And I have this meter hooked up to the bridge rectifier. Now first I'm going to show you the volts with the meter. The DC volts should be around 70 volts. And then I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to show the current that's going through there, the amps. And you'll see what happens. Now first I'm going to start it up by hand. I'm going to flip the switch. It's going to have some drag on the drill. So initially the amp draw here from the drill is going to start out at somewhere like 10 amps or something like that, because it's straining to turn the wheel. But it's going to pick up and it's going to level off at about 4.6 amps, right? 4.6 amps. And then when it does, I'm going to flip the switch, show you the volts. It'll still be an open circuit, so there won't be any strain on the wheel. There should be no change in our amp draw when I show you the volts. And then I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to show you the amp draw, and we'll see what happens there. Before I show you the amp draw here, I'm going to put a little friction on the wheel with my hand, and we'll see what it does to the amp draw. Very little friction. Okay, here we go. I'm going to get her started. Give her a start by hand. There's the amp draw, already down to 5.5. There's the DC voltmeter. So the drill's drawing 4.6 amps.